Game on.
Oh, hey there, game gurus. Welcome back to the channel. This just arrived. It is Zoltar from New Wave Toys. Pre-ordered this. It was actually under $100. It's not the normal thing you expect from New Wave Toys. Well, maybe it is. I mean, it's not an arcade machine, but it's something you may have seen in arcades. But I got this because this used to be at literally Playland, Rye Playland, where I grew up down in Westchester County. And of course, in Big. They had a different version, but Zoltar here, for the price, I think I'll give it a try. I've liked everything New Wave Toys has done so far. I was a little concerned when I got this one because the box really took an awful lot of hits and damage, so I was a little concerned. So let's see how well New Wave Toys protected it. And I'm not going to lie, I've actually already opened it because I was already panicking how it may have come. So if I open up the package here, they do put in a little piece of cardboard to try and protect it. And I think it's 95% okay, maybe 96% okay. But let's take this out of the box and let's take a look at this. So what's interesting about this is it's not an arcade game. It's like an animatronics thing, but a 1/6 scale. And a little bit different than what they normally do. I mean, this one is done, I think, mostly in plastic versus wood. But let's get this box off of here. And again, we can see there is some pieces of cardboard. And in my inspection of the box, you can see the front here is okay. This turned out okay. The only mark I can see is actually right here, which isn't too bad. It's a dent, but it is what it is. But the rest of it looks okay. Now, the good thing about it is that New Wave Toys packs a box in a box. Now, the good thing about this box is it's supposed to look like a shipping container that these would have come in on a forklift. So it's still nice to keep them as good as you can. So I guess with this one little mark back here, I guess I could deal with it. It could have been a lot worse by basing on what that other box looked like. So I guess I shouldn't complain too much. I can't help it. But again, looks really good. They do a really nice job. And again, this one was pre-ordered. It was under 100. I think it was more like $89 and with shipping. It was very reasonable. And that's the thing with New Wave Toys. If you're at all interested in them at all, you want to get in on the pre-order. That's when you have the biggest savings. You can still obviously get it once it comes out. The reason you usually wait to get them is you're not sure of the quality or how it's going to turn out, but New Wave Toys has pretty much always delivered on a quality item. And if there's been any issues, they generally fix it, like if it's a firmware update, if the game didn't play exactly as we expected it to be. Sometimes they put enhancements, like in Asteroids, they put little streaks in there, or in Tempest, they gave it a extra spin, but it actually took away from the game, so they fixed it. But once again, let's get talking about Zoltar right here. So I've seen some other reviews about it, and they've all been pretty positive. There's been some issues with some like dust or particles inside because there's hair and stuff on it. But let's see how mine turned out. So I'm going to open up this box right here, if I can. And we can see, again, what a nice job New Wave Toys always does with their boxes. This one's obviously a nice red. It looks like his little cards that come out. Let's get it out of this box. And again, as best I can, because I do save all the boxes. If you're a collector, it's kind of what you do. So again, this one actually turned out not too bad. I was really concerned about it, but I think it turned out okay. So again, here is the box itself. And it looks really good. Now with this one right here, it's hand-painted, quality built, premium materials, reproduction LED cabinet lighting featuring multicolored changing crystal ball, which is kind of nice. Mini fake or Fox power cord, which is kind of a new staple they started doing, and officially licensed characters by Unlimited, which is kind of nice. And it stands at 12.2 inches tall, so it's perfect size to go with your New Wave Toys or your GRS Build-A-Cades. You could do both. And again, the box is the box. Most people don't care about this stuff. I know I do, because I'm a collector. Most people won't even save the box. They'll take this thing out and toss it. But I do want to take a moment to really show you guys what a nice job New Wave Toys does do with the box. Now, I think I have an X-Acto knife over here. And there it is. So we're going to open this thing back up as easy as I can. There we go. Now, this is well over a year between the pre-order was done on this and it actually being released. But the reason for that was they actually gotten some units, get that out of the way. Yeah, I got some units prior, and there were some issues with the unit. And again, New Wave Toys wants you to have a great experience. So rather than releasing the product with some issues with the coin mechanism, and or not the coin mechanism, but the way it ejected the cards, there was some issue there. They stopped the production line, went back and fixed it. So when you got this, you got a better experience. That's all really important when you think about companies. New Wave Toys does care about you guys and how everything turns out. So let's get this little piece of plastic out of the way. There we go. And we're going to open up the unit right here. Again, a beautiful job on the box. I'm not sure if this is how the machines arrived at the arcades back in the day, but I'm okay with it. And they do, again, a great job inside here. They usually have a lot of foam protecting everything. I see here's some things moving around in there. So let's put this down just for a second. And in usual form, they give a bag here, and there is a fake fox. Power cord is kind of a staple right now. There's mini coins in there, which you can put in for the machine to take credit, which is kind of nice. And of course, the manual, which you always try and base off of the actual machine of the era. I'll put that down over here as well. And we have another piece of foam protecting the machine. And you can see right here, kind of how it looks like. It looks like there's already one of the papers in here, and this is a backup reel. Take a look at that real quick for a second. So I hope they sell more of these, because once these are used and you tear them, obviously you're not going to be able to put them back well. So I do hope they sell extra reels of this at some point, because I'd probably pick up a couple extra, although I'm probably not going to pull them apart anyway. But it'd be nice for people who do. Like if I give this to my son, I know he's going to tear them and read them. So it'd be nice if they gave extra ones of these. And of course, we have our machine itself. So let's try and get this out of here as best I can. Again, I always save the box and everything like that because that's part of collecting. And they really packed it really well with lots of foam. There we got that out. Now, unlike the arcades, there's not too much more to show in the box, so I'm going to just put that aside here for a moment. But thankfully, that internal box is perfect. There's no issues with that box. And of course, it's wrapped in a bag, which, of course, if you know me, if you watch Glenn's Retro Show at all, you know you like your bags. Jen, one year for Christmas, actually gave me a whole spool of bags, which I still have. And this thing looks pretty nice. So let's take a look at this. Now, again, New Wave Toys a lot of times makes things primarily out of wood as the primary, item of use. But now this is going to be plastic. Maybe that's why it was a little bit cheaper. But injector molding is also expensive. But the detail they need to get on here is not going to be easy in wood. Now, I know I looked at Cool Toys video. I know P-Dubs had a video. A few of the people got theirs already. But in my quick looking on here, there is a little bit of dust, but nothing too crazy in there. Nothing that you would find, extensive. And of course, we have our one little pull to set, which I'm not going to pull right now. But there is right here a little mechanism here for infrared. So if you walk in front of it, it's going to start, talking and speaking. There's our coin door right there. There is a button right here which you can press to start Zoltar talking and doing a speech. And of course, on the back over here, we have our speaker. Right here, it's a single speaker, unlike stereo speakers. There is a volume knob. There is our charging system. Must run out of battery, which is great. There's charging over there. There is, let's see, what is that over there? Oh, the fake coin. I'm sorry, the fake AC cable right there. And then there's the 3 different modes. There's like, a demo mode, off, and a tracked mode. And then the main on and off. Now, I saw this on Cool Toys video. I didn't bother to look at the instructions. So if we do want to put another one of these in, it's accessed right here on the side. I'm not sure how the arcade did it, but on here, it's right on the side. And we're just going to pull this thing in as best we can. I don't have a nail right now, so it's a little hard. And we'll break it. It doesn't want to come up easily. Sit down for a second this way. I'm not sure how Cool Toy did that so easy. There we go. You have to be careful. You don't want to break those tabs. So when you open this thing up, we can see here is the receptacle. Now, you need a small screwdriver. It would have been nice if there was just a twist lock or something like that, but you do need a small screwdriver to undo screws. My only concern with that is if you do use it a lot, you risk stripping the plastic on the inside. So I definitely would like to see something different with that, but it does work. And there is a little lever here to let you pull down and pull the little cards out. And you know, if you do have an issue with too much dust, again, I'm not going to open mine up. I don't think that looks bad at all. Although his beard looks a little, weird. There's a little piece of extra on his beard there. I may have to actually open up to take that piece off. It looks like they didn't cut it off right. But outside of that, it looks pretty good. It really, really does. And the key is there's a lot of gold in here. So this is something they really could not have done, I think, easily in wood. Even if they did do it in wood, it'd be a lot of stuff glued on. I don't think it would have held on too well. So I'm going to put this door back in here, clap it in place. So if you did grow up around, you know, amusement parks back in the day, you definitely would have seen these units here. Now, of course, it does plug in and apparently does have a battery to charge. But right now, I'm not going to charge it. I'm just going to turn this thing on. And there is a, oh, forgot one thing back here. So when you put coins in, the coin collection box is actually right here. So you can pull that right out of the back and get your coins. It is a little bit tight, so make sure you have a good fingernail to get it. But that's it for those. So let's go turn this little bad boy on. And of course, wait a second, I got to look at the bottom. So you have rubber feet back there. And of course, there's Zultar on the bottom, and you have the FCC license and all that. So, I mean, again, I know some people complain about dust on the inside, but I think my guy's beard needs a little work in there. It looks a little like, because his beard's supposed to come down to like a chiseled point, and it does. And there's another piece around it. It looks like they didn't clear it off away. So it's not too hard. Again, Cool Toy showed this. There's a couple screws you take off on the back, and this whole thing will just come out easy. Just be gentle. Take it around to the side. Now, a lot of people will say, well, Glenn, you know, you shouldn't have to do that. You really shouldn't have to do that. But again, these things are pretty intricate, and sometimes things don't come perfect. We all wish they did, but I don't think that's a reason to really have an issue with it. But it's just hysterical looking at this thing. So again, the primary reason I got this is because, well, I'm crazy and I buy all these things. But this one's probably going to go to my son. He loved going to Playland and looking at Zoltar. So let me hit the little power button back here. Keep babbling. And I have a blue light on the back. And I'm not sure if he's turned on. To press the button right here. Let's find out. It's actually probably in the off mode. So back here, it is in the off mode. So even though it's powered on, I got the blue light. He's in the off mode. I'm going to put it into the infrared mode, which is center. And let's see what he does. I want to be quiet. Actually, I'm going to take my mic. Move my mic a little bit back over here so you can kind of hear him. Let's see what he does. The switch is really recessed. So again, it's a little hard to hit. There we go.
I see you over there. Yes, you. Come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you your fortune. I am Zoltar, the Great Gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no?
That's the attract mode. When you walked in front of Zoltar, you would hit this little sensor.
What are you waiting for? Come on over. For a small fee, Zoltar will give you a wealth of wisdom.
So that's kind of neat that it does work as it did in the arcade. Again, you can put coins in here. And of course, you can press this button right here as well.
You may have heard this, but Zoltar is here to tell you you can believe it. Age is simply a matter of mind. If you don't mind, then my friend, it doesn't matter. So go on, be carefree like a little baby. But first, give Zoltar a little money, and I will give you a fortune.
So our fortune...
Your fortune is mine for the telling, and yours for the hearing. Come let Zoltar tell you more.
So I'm not going to rip it because I don't want to rip these. I want to keep them as normal as I can. But it does print out a small little fortune under there. And I just don't want...
I see you over there. Yes, you. Come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you your fortune.
When you're doing a review and it's in attract mode, don't get your finger in front of the infrared sensors. He's going to keep doing that. But that's my one...
I am Zoltar, the Great Gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no?
Let's move it over one more.
I see you over there. Yes, you. Come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you your fortune.
Let's see. There we go. I got that infrared off. So These things are obviously things that will be used, and when you rip it off, and you want that experience. So before I start using mine up, I want to make sure I can buy more, because actually this could be a gift for my son anyway. But overall, again, I think that if you like collecting for your little mini arcades, like you bring your Build-A-Cades next to it, or your New Wave Toys machines, building this little thing, or you just had a lot of nostalgia for Zoltar, I think this thing is pretty neat. Again, it's very small. It's 1/6 scale, animatronics. They've been doing animatronic little things for a long time. But this is just one that brings back a lot of nostalgia for a lot of people. And again, it was under $100 when I ordered it. I know now it's going to be a little bit more, but that's why I'm saying for New Wave Toys, whenever they do their the pre-orders, I say jump on board. Worst case scenario, if you don't like it, you throw it up on eBay, you actually make money because things for New Wave Toys tend to go up in value. So outside of that, it's Zoltar.
You may have heard this, but Zoltar is here to tell you you can believe it. Age is simply a matter of mind. If you don't mind, then my friend, it doesn't matter. So go on, be carefree like a little baby. But first, give Zoltar a little money, and I will give you a fortune.
You give your fortune without the money. But that's because I hit the button on the side. It thought it took a coin. But that's really it. I mean, it's basically eye candy. I mean, you don't really play it. You don't want to keep ripping these things off, but you want to have Zoltar in the middle of your little, little small arcade, or again, nostalgia for someone.
What are you waiting for? Come on over. For a small fee, Zoltar will give you a wealth of wisdom. I am Zultar, the great gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no? Your fortune is mine for the telling, and yours for the hearing. Come let Zoltar tell you more. I am Zoltar, the great gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no?
That's it for this video. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. It does help me out a lot in YouTube algorithms. And, well, make sure you head over to New Wave Toys. Again, if you do like Zoltar and want something along these lines, I mean, it's a nice machine. It is plastic, unlike the other versions, which are wood. But again, I think in this particular case, that's kind of what you want. I don't think it's really could have been done very easily in wood, or the price would have been a lot more. I can't wait for other things to come out from New Wave Toys. Again, Shiloh and his team over there do have you guys best interests at heart as far as making sure you're getting a quality product. But that's it. If you did like it, again, please give me a thumbs up. It does help me out in the YouTube algorithms. But that's it for now. Just remember, this is a toy. I mean, as fun as it is, it's a cool collectible. I enjoy it. It doesn't take precedence over family and friends. Please make sure you take a moment to tell family and friends you love them, because tomorrow's never promised. They could be here today, gone tomorrow, or just out of your life. You never know. But in between those times, have some fun. Game on.
Are you looking for that arcade experience at home? If you don't have the space for a full-size arcade in your house or endless funds, then you need the GRS Build-A-Cade. It's arcade quality without the arcade price, from someone you can trust. The GRS Build-A-Cade is a very simple, easy to assemble 1/6 scale arcade computer you can build yourself. You can buy interchangeable controllers for every gaming option you need to play the games the way they're meant to be played. You can also design your own artwork or purchase artwork separately to make your GRS Build-A-Cade look like the machine of your dreams. The GRS Build-A-Cade is also the only home system STEM certified. Come see what all the YouTube creators are raving about. GRS Build-A-Cade.
Game on. Sit, Blue Blue, sit. Good dog.